So here are 5 things that I stopped doing in order to bring calm, clarity, and confidence back into my life and to actually enjoy being a mom. 1, I stopped thinking that I needed the right planner. I needed to have the right system. I needed to have the right organization. I needed to have the right calendar. I needed to color code. That was not bringing calm and clarity into my life. And I did not enjoy being a mom, having to document all of the activities. 2, I stopped gratitude journaling and when my life was spiraling, thinking I just needed a cool planner or a cool journal that I could gratitude my way out of the overwhelm and the spiraling that was happening in my mind and in my life. 3, I stopped buying all of the books, reading all the books on child behavior, on child management, on stress management. I stopped looking for an answer in a book to help bring me calm, clarity, and confidence in my life. 4, I stopped downloading all the apps, mindfulness apps, meditation apps, behavior tracking apps, all the apps that I thought was going to help me bring calm, confidence, and clarity into my life. And 5, I stopped thinking that I just needed more time. I just needed another vacation. Have you ever been on vacation with young kids? That does not bring calm, confidence, and clarity into your life. And it does not make you enjoy being a mom more. So once I stopped doing those things, I really found true joy and fulfillment. None of those things worked. And in fact, it made things worse because every time I tried and failed, it just created more frustration and overwhelm, and somehow this feeling that I was getting it wrong, I wasn't doing it right. And here's also what I didn't realize at the time. At the time, while I was struggling to juggle it all, my kids were watching me. They were watching me be snappy. They were watching me be annoyed. They were watching me be overwhelmed all the time. And they started to develop these core beliefs about what it meant to be a mommy and a daddy. That mommies had to be stressed out all the time and yelling all the time. They came to develop these core memories about me not being able to enjoy being with them and feeling like we had to just check off a thing off the list to just get done and just get through the day, and mommy just needs to go to bed. It created a sense within them that they felt like they were a burden and that they were annoying me. And when I realized, when my son said to my daycare teacher one day that mommy gets mean when it gets dark, that broke me, that cracked me, and I knew something had to change. And while I knew I had to change, that was actually a little bit hard because those were the things that fueled my success. The hustle, the grind, the lack of sleep, the living off of coffee for days, the living off of 3 hours of sleep. All of those things helped me thrive in my career, but in my home were creating chaos and a sense of no peace. And what I realized is that if I did not get a handle on this now, the core memories that they were developing in their childhood would inform how they treated the world, how they saw the world, how they saw themselves, our relationship. If I did not change, I was setting myself up and my kids up to have a life of struggle. And when I decided to go inside, instead of looking for all of these external factors, when I went inside, I was able to discover the secret. Because what I realized is that my nervous system was dysregulated. What I realized that my subconscious stress style was feeding how I navigated the world. And it might have worked when I was just working and as a career person, it worked. But as a mom, something had to change. And I had to rewire my subconscious and my nervous system in order to change my relationship as a mom. And until you rewire your subconscious, no amount of planners or books or gratitude journaling are going to change anything. And while I love those things, I knew that I could not gratitude journal my way out of this situation. If you're wondering, my name is Eddie. I am a mom of two. I am a therapist. I have been working with moms for over 20 years, dealing with their stress and their overwhelm. And I have developed a system that will allow you to rewire your subconscious so that you can actually enjoy the process of being a mom. Imagine going from being exhausted at the end of the day, from being annoyed by your children, from this idea of not even like kind of not liking your children, to actually enjoying your children and actually enjoying your life. Imagine having a sense of making core memories and being present with them and not thinking about the next thing that you have to do, or dreading the alarm going off, or dreading having to have an interaction with another parent or a coworker. I say this as a therapist. You don't need years of talk therapy. You don't need meds. You just need to start to focus on the internal process. And if you want to learn the steps, or you want to learn the process of feeling calmer, more clear, more in control, more a sense of peace, more enjoyment, then I invite you to watch this masterclass. And I will tell you that once you do the work, you go from just surviving to thriving. And now, if you ask my kids how they describe their mom is the mom that bakes cookies. She bakes cookies all the time. I have rediscovered my passion and my love, and I am able to share that with my children.